What is up, everybody? This is Erik, the one and only barrier collector, and today, as you guys can see right here from the theme that I got going on, I'll be talking about a very unique game. However, I'm pretty sure a lot of you know who this character is right here. But for the newer generation or the younger kids out there, this guy right here is called Gumby. Gumby and Friends right here. For us older folks who are familiar with Gumby, they are basically Gumby is a cartoon that came out back in the 1940s, 1950s, created by the legendary grandfather of art of clay animation, Art Clokey. And yes, his creation is Gumby. And throughout the years, we've seen Gumby in different faces in different eras. During my time growing up in the early to mid '80s, Gumby got revamped, and it became popular when we were kids. And throughout the '90s, it made a significance again. Another not reimagining, but more of a re-release of the character Gumby. Of course, Art Clokey is known throughout the world as being one of the first innovators of I want to say art animation because his name is Art. He was one of the creators or the originators of clay animation, stop motion clay animation. One person that I know right off the bat was a fan or is a fan of Art Clokey's is Tim Burton. With Tim Burton, The Nightmare Before Christmas. You also have Pee-wee's Big Adventure in certain scenes. He did that one where Pee-wee got picked up by the lady who drove that trailer, that big truck, and did that little weird scary face that scared all of us kids back in the days. It was clay animation and all of that. So it was very popular throughout the 80s and throughout the years. And I still see it around today, but I feel like clay animation kind of made its way more to like 3D animation and CGI. So yeah, but it's still there, and I love Gumby. Right now, I kind of just recreated a little bit of the scene. Somehow, my sister gave me some of these figures, and she has a Native American, and of course, with the Native American, every time I see this scene with Gumby, it reminds me of the Great Kachina episode of Gumby. and of course, the Great Kachina going out to with Gumby and Pokey. This is Gumby, by the way. Pokey, Goo, Gumby's little sister Minga back there, Prickle, and of course, this is the Blockheads. I'm missing J, the initial J, so it's J and G. Believe it or not, J and G are my initials. So it's pretty interesting. I always thought that was cool. But going back to this little scene of the Great Kachina, the little Native American boy goes out and asks Gumby for help because the crops aren't growing, and so he wants to go ask the Great Kachinas for help to bring rain. That's one of the episodes, and there's other episodes with the same character, but I believe this is a girl. I think this is a girl, and the other one it was a boy. So yeah, in the cartoon it was a boy, and here this is a female. But nonetheless, and then I have a little book right here with the history of Gumby, as you can see right there. Got this a few years back. Miniaturized versions of them in the back, right there chilling. Gumby and Pokey's kind of loose. But yeah. And of course, which brings me to the game that we're talking about today for the Game Boy Advance, Gumby versus the Astrobots. Now this game, based on the Gumby series, came out back in 2005 by Namco, and you start as Gumby. Basically, in the cartoon series, there's a professor called Professor Cap, little forgetful professor, very nice fellow, who invents a lot of gadgets and things in Toyland where Gumby lives. and he invented a remote control that was very powerful. He realized that the friendly helper Astrobot robots could be controlled with that controller. So he wanted to put it away, make sure that it wasn't going into the wrong hands. When all of a sudden the blockheads J and G, they came, put the professor away, and took the control and caused a robot rumpus. If you guys know that episode from Gumby, created a mayhem with the robots. And so all the family members, Minga, Gumby's little sister Minga, his parents, Goo and Pokey and Prickle, they all ran off and scattered into different books in Toyland. So it's up to Gumby to go rescue his friends and get the controller back to put everything back to normal. The game is a 2D side-scrolling platformer. You go through different levels. You have like a main map screen with different like places to go, but you kind of go in order, because in each level you gain abilities. You'll get the ability to turn into a little clay ball. Then you can use that clay ball, you can jump and you can stick to walls. You can turn into a little mini helicopter to glide and such, and a lot of different power-ups to help Gumby along the way to rescue his pals. Now, the game has, I would say, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, has like 5 or 6 levels, but each level is sub-leveled into several chapters in the book. And of course, at the end of each book or each main level, you fight a boss. One of the cool things you'll see in the gameplay is that in the first level, you go rescue Pokey from Ricochet Pete, which was the Wild West, and that was like part of the cartoons. So they utilize a lot of characters from the cartoons. In the second level is the can't even say it, the snowman, the Yeti. Abominable, I can't say it. But you fight the snowman, and you gotta rescue Prickle. And so a lot of levels, they are based on the cartoon, which this game, actually, believe it or not, is really good. I originally had played it as a ROM, and I played it, I loved it, and decided to get, if you guys remember, not too long ago, I got the cartridge. It goes for a few bucks, not expensive yet. But in my opinion, I believe this is the only video game based on Gumby. I should have researched more, but there might be like CD-ROMs or whatever, but this is the only actual game that came out in a console. And believe it or not, it did the cartoon justice. I think that the game is very fun. I think it's a fun platformer, and nowadays I feel like this game holds up. The graphics, I think, are pretty good, being that it's kind of like they kind of try to do like little 3D-ish with 2D. It looks really cool. Gumby looks really cool in the game. So yeah, the only problem I got with this game is the controls. I don't know. Controlling Gumby is just the jump is annoying, because it's the jumping is not so smooth, and then turning into the morph ball, into the little ball, it's kind of difficult to change back and forth even when you try to change. So you'll see in the gameplay. Oh, and then I apologize ahead of time in the gameplay, because there was one section when I was in the ice level, you'll see that it kind of cuts off. It seemed like I died, but I didn't. What happened was that I received I did the recording on my phone, and I received a phone call that I had to take, and unfortunately it missed a little bit of the gameplay, but it wasn't by much. So fortunately I was able to bounce back up. It wasn't a major glitch to the game, so it wasn't a glitch. So yeah, I apologize in advance. But all in all, very fun game. I highly recommend you guys playing this one. If you guys haven't seen the cartoons, I know that for a lot of you, for the younger viewers, they'll see it as something like the animation would be very how do you say, it was of its time. The 80s ones were better. Like I think they animated the cartoon much better. In the 80s they did a little bit better, but of course the original the original cartoons, you know, they're not gonna be as great. So in the originals than that. But at the end of the day, you know, the game is super fun. I highly recommend you guys playing it, and it's great. Very memorable, very fun game that I played during the time. So, anyways, this has been Eric, the one and only Bear Collector. Please like and subscribe. Please visit my family members' channels down below. I'll put them in the description. Channel to Lily, a Simple Mom, to Lexi's Toy Box Review, and Logan's Toy Box Review. Please give them a like, give them a thumbs up, subscribe to their channels as well. And you'll probably see me once in a while in their channels making little cameos. So yes, support us. I'll truly appreciate it, guys. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace out. Oh, 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 oh. Mr. Bill, what are you doing? I gotta go. I gotta go get pizza. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm in a hurry. Oh, no, you gotta be careful. Don't fall off the ledge. Oh, no. Sorry, Mr. Bill.
Ha 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 ha!